Hello everyone. This is Act second and scene fourth of the comedy, as you like it. And we see in this scene that Rosalind and that Celia are moving towards the forest of Arden, and Touchstone is also with them. And after a long journey, Rosalind feels tired and she wants to tell Celia that I am unable to move forward. But as she is in the attire of Ganymede as a man, and she wants to cry as a woman after being tired a lot, but she says that I am unable to cry because I am here as a man. And when she was thinking, or she was thinking that Celia requests her that I pray you be with me, I cannot go further. And Celia says that I am unable to move further. Please stop for a while here so that we can take rest, and later on we can start our journey again. And Touchstone also says that on my part also I say the same. And here uh, they takes some rest there, but meanwhile they saw some person coming with his hurt, and Rosalind asked Touchstone, look, you who comes here, a young man and an old solemn talk. Mean a young man and a old person both are coming there, and Rosalind asked Touchstone to see him and talk. And enter Corinne and Sylvius. That is for the stage. How the scenes are performed there. So I'm also reading this. You on page 28 of that you see it. Who enters there on the stage? Corinne and Sylvius. And Corinne, that is the way to make her scorn. You tell Sylvius, oh Corinne, that you knew how I to love her. Sylvius, my dear student, it is this comedy is a pastoral romantic comedy. So most of the scenes are taking place in the forest of Arden, and there are four couples. There are four couples who marry at the end of the comedy. So we here in the forest also we see that Sylvius, he is a young man, a shepherd, and he loves a shepherdess, a girl who is in the forest, and her name is Feb, about whom we will come to know later on. But that girl is not ready to marry him, and he is wooing her, he is chasing her, he is trying to propose his love to that girl Febe, and he wants to accept his love, but she is not accepting. So Sylvius says to Corinne that Corinne, no, you don't know how much I love her. And then Sylvius says, no, Corinne, being old you cannot guess. Though in the youth you was as true a lover as ever sighed upon a midnight pillow, but if the lover ever like to mine, as sure I think did never men love so. So that Sylvius says to Corinne that Corinne, you are an old man and you can't understand my feelings. You can't guess the depth of my feeling, and how much do I love Feb. You can't understand. You might have been a good lover at your young age, but at present you are unable to understand my position. These words are said by Sylvius to Corinne. And then in 2000 that I forgot, and Sylvius, they are talking there about love, and on that time when they are talking, oh Feb, he says that, and Rosalind comes there and he says, poor shepherd, searching of the wound, I have by hard adventure found mine own. And then that Touchstone, and I remember when I was in love, I broke my sword upon a stone and bid him take the forecoming at night to Jane Smile. See, Jane Smile. Student, this name can be asked in examination. So, during a study or during teaching or during the explanation of criticism or explanation of this comedy in any book, I didn't see this name mentioned anywhere. It is used less, but nowadays as the competitive exams are tough, and examiners are trying to find the answer in a new pattern. So you must remember this name, Jane Smile, and she is the lover of that Corinne. So he says that Corinne says, no, 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 no. Sorry, I'm sorry. The touchstone says, and I mine. I remember when I was in love, I broke my sword upon a stone and bid him take that for coming a night and to Jane Smile. That Jane Smile, touchstone loves her. It is an insignificant character. Jane Smile. Its name is once only, but it is mentioned here. You also remember whom does touchstone love? He loves Jane Smile, and in the for her he broke his sword on a stone. And in this way, I took two coats and giving her them again. I mean, he is telling about that. And then Rosalind says, "You speak wiser than you are aware of." Touchstone. And then Celia also talk. I mean, they're talking about love is going on. Celia, I pray you, one of you question you man, if he for gold, will you give us any food? I faint almost to death. And then Celia says that if I pay you gold, would you give any food? Because I am much hungry and I would die of hunger if I don't get food here. And then uh, that Corinne said, else art they very wretched. Rosalind, peace, I say, good even to you, friend. And Corinne, gentle sir to you all. And then, I mean, their discussion goes on, and later on, he that and then later on, what? Let me see there. Then Touchstone intervenes and he tries to say something about Corinne, but Celia and Rosalind both rebuke him, and they say that he is not a kinsman. You have patience. And then Corinne says that, fair sir, I pity her. I mean, when Touchstone says that she is a young lady, she is moving in the forest and she is tired and hungry, so you must help her. And then Corinne says, fair sir, I pity her and wish for her sake more than for mine own. My fortunes are more able to relieve her, but I am shepherd to another man, and do not share the fleeces that I grudge. My master is of churlish disposition, a little less to find the way to heaven by doing deeds of hospitality. So Corinne says that, sir, I also feel pity or kindness towards the girl, but I am unable to serve in any way because I am also a servant to someone, and my master, he doesn't allow me to give food or to serve in any other person in any way. So I can tell you, or I can take you to that person, to my owner. So you will be served food, or you can get whatever you want or whatever he is ready to give. Then Corinne said, that young swain that you saw here, but when that little cares for buying anything. And then Rosalind said, I pray the, if I stand with honesty, buy you cottage, pastures, and the flock. Then Rosalind says that if he is ready, then with the gold which we have, we will buy cottage, pastures, and the flocks, the sheep, or the animals which are there. So Rosalind offer that man, that offer Corinne, that you take me to your master, and if he is ready to sell all these things, we will buy, and we will leave the Celia, and we will mend the wages. I like this place and willingly could waste my time in it. And then Corinne, assuredly the thing is to be sold. Go with me if you like, upon report, the soil, the profit, and the kind of life I will live. Your very faithful feeder be. And then Phineas Joseph Logan, they all go there, and Celia and Rosalind buy the things of, buy a cottage and that herd. So they start to live there as shepherd and shepherdess. So with this, this scene also ends here. Now we will read the scene fifth.